Alright there folks, welcome to another fishing adventures, and it's match day again. I've come back up, it's Bank Holiday Monday and there's an open match on the Ark Lake, and that's where we are today. Okay, I've done a few features up here so I know the lake quite well, but we'll see how it goes. It's been mega freezing cold last 2 or 3 nights, so whether that'll have an effect or not I don't really know, but the good news is we're on peg 30, which is an end peg. I've got plenty of features to my right hand side. I've got a good bit of open water. Peg 28 is in, and the good thing is about being sat down here I can see pretty much all the other pegs as well to see what they're doing, see who's going to be catching on what, and then I can change methods if I need to. Margin wise I've not got much. I've got literally that close up to bank. I've been looking for around 18 inches, and to get that I've had to fish literally 3.5 yards away from the bank, but I think that's going to be quite a good margin. I've just got to be careful how I use my rig and how I place it in, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Initially I'm going to start off just short on a hard pellet, and just see what happens. I'm going to feel my way into it. I have got loads of maggots, so I might start feeding that short line with maggots, but again we'll see. I don't really want to draw in a ton of smaller fish. I want to really concentrate on the bigger ones because there's some big carp in here. I think weight wise we're going to be looking for between 80, 110 maybe, so we'll see. If we average about 15-20 pound an hour I think we'll be there or thereabouts. So you don't need a lot of fish, you just need those big ones. So I've got quite heavy gear with that in mind. So I've got a method feeder set up, and what I'm going to do is with that I'm going to start fishing halfway. Okay, so halfway, 2/3, and then about 2 or 3 yards away from that far bank, because with it being cold I don't think they're going to come right into the margins, but if it really warms up, I mean the sun's out now, it is warming up. If it looks like they're going to come really shallow, then I'll fire it straight to the far bank once I've tried the middle. The other option would be to take that off, put a little bomb on and just fish bomb and pellet. On the method line I'm going to be firing 6mm pellets over the top anyway, purely and simply because I want to see if they're going to come up in the water, and if they do I've got the pellet waggler. Okay, now the float I've got for this is a midi stubby pellet waggler stubby. Okay, these are absolutely amazing floats. They come in 3 sizes, 1, 2 and 3 SSG. Just fasten them on with some line stops and it's straight through, no shot on your line. And the beauty of these float is, even though it is quite heavy, they land really lightly. It's like a little plop, like a pellet, so you're not going to spook anything, and they're fantastic as well if you want to try mugging a couple. Okay, so I've got that option as well. I will fire that over the method line as the day goes on, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm going to start short as always, let everybody else tell me what's going to work and what isn't, and then I'm going to adapt and change to them. Rig wise at the moment I've got a margin rig, I have got a shallow rig set up, and this is for ideally about 7-8 meters. I don't really want to be fishing the pole past that when I've got the waggler and the feeder lines to think about as well. Other than that I've just got 2 4x12 floats set up. They're set about 4 foot, 3.5, 4 foot. I've got 2 identical rigs, one to fish a expander pellet and one with a band on to fish a hard pellet, just to see what the fish are going to like on the day really. So yeah, that's about it. Bait choices, I've got a range of pellets for the hook, got some micros for the feeder, got some nice 6mm hard pellets, and I've got some expanders, and of course the trusty maggots. Okay, so yeah, fingers crossed we'll get a few, and we'll see how it goes. I've had 3 3-ounce chub. Oh dear. Yeah, I lost a carp early on and just not been able to get another one since, so we'll see. It's early days, isn't it? I'm going to keep feeding this short line, and in the meantime what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an 8-meter line, which is what I should have done ages ago, to be fair. Yeah, he's buggered off now there's definitely no, definitely not there now. Because this will come good, this will come really good later on. Sun's showing over there now, really shallow. I'm tempted to get the waggler back out now. I've bloody set this up, but let's see, there's a couple rooting around in that margin as well now, so I think it might be time to have a serious reset. Bloody fish all over, that's the thing. I'm not entirely convinced they're ready for a feed yet. See, I'm still getting tons of swirls shallow when I'm feeding them maggots. Yeah, there's fish over that ground bait already, so that's a good sign. Is a really good sign. Yeah, so what I'm thinking I might do then is just drop in over there with a grain of corn. It's quiet everywhere, there's really nothing coming out anywhere. See, oh no, we've got a fish on. Oh yeah, we have. That's oh shit. Oh, what? I lost my catty. Bollocks. Oh, come on. Ah, bollocks. Come back. Jesus, is a plodder, is this one? Bloody Nora. Bloody last. Jesus Christ. Just getting real slight movements on that float now, so there's definitely a fish there now. There's definitely a fish in that area. Having a mooch. Very hit and miss at the moment, really hit and miss, and like I say, I've messed it up, really. 2 hours in, and 1 carp. There's nothing happening. Oh, there we go, we're in again. That's another carp, good carp. Nice plodder, this one. No major rush with him. Hey? Yeah, get a couple now. Only about 6 ounces like, so. Nice chunky F1. That's what we want. It's gone mega dead now again. Really does. I'm going to do one more lift and drop on this, and then I think it's get the method feeder out just while I feed the other lines. Just keep them rotated. It's just 1 o'clock, so got 3.5 to go. But this side of the lake seems to fish rock hard. Not really much coming out, I don't think, anywhere. The lad down there's in on pole again. Ah, you bugger. Bollocks. That sums the day up so far, doesn't it? Now my rod's just snapped. Bloody brilliant. Ah, well, there goes that plan. Ah, well, that's an expensive day. It's just snapped end of my rod. So, right then. Oh well, no point worrying. No plan B. No plan B. So, 1:15. Back on the method feeder. There's not much happening anywhere on the lake now. There was a few showing shallow, but I've just bust my waggler rod, so not much I can do about that unless I can get them coming in shallow. But what I'm doing now is just feeding some hard pellets over where I fed those micros, and see if we can't build another swim up there. Chuck the method feeder right into those rushes on the far side and get plenty of liners, but as of yet no bites. Using quite a bright hook bait as well, so I don't know if that might be having a detrimental effect or not. Keep firing a few maggots into that corner swim as well, just to keep that top. That's better. That's better. That is better. That was on a dark pellet as well. Right then, so it's 1:30. Just had to move a carp out of that corner. So what I'm going to do is now, because this short line with the maggots completely dead, it seems, I'm getting no swirls, no indications of anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on that right hand side there. There's a big dip in the rushes. There's been plenty of fish showing in there, so I keep topping it up with a little bit of feed, and I'm going to just feed some micros over my 8 metre line. I'm going to drop back in there. I'm going to give this method feeder another, it's like 15-20 minutes, see if I can't get at least one fish out of it, and then see. Sit with it again. Whoa, this is a good fish. This is a good fish. No, there's fish in there now as well, so like I said, that bite came after 4 minutes, so just keep an eye on this. It's been in about 45 seconds, so yeah, it's getting a few indications now. Bang on 4 minutes. There we go. Yeah, that was bang on 4 minutes. Shocker. Oh, now I've made him angry. Oh, God. Right then. That's not how to land a fish, folks. Second time lucky here. Oh, man. You can't argue with that. And that's the thing with feeder fishing as well, especially on commercials. It's always good to time your bites, and then if you know you're getting a bite, say every 4 minutes, if it goes past 4 minutes, give it an extra 30 or 60 seconds, and if you've still not had a bite, bring it in, rebait and pop it back out. Or again, it's like feeding any of your swims really, you've got to be consistent with it. Obviously it depends on time of year and what happens and stuff like that, but try and time how long it takes you to get a bite. There we go. Worth waiting for that one. God knows where my pollabong's disappeared to up here. God help me. There was no indications at all, nothing happening in the swim, and then float goes under, and another chunky F1, but yeah, very strange, very strange. So yeah, let's confirm that decision right then. So yeah, little skimmers, we don't want them, do we? Right then, so let's come off there. I thought that might happen actually, but it's worth trying if you can nab an odd carp and then have somewhere else to go. Where are we, that one? So frustrating. So I fed before and there were two big carp there, picking them off, so I put in and I get a freaking silver. There we go. That will do. Yeah, I knew he was there. I knew he was there. Another big F1. Again, it's you've got to just constantly keep that bait going in for these F1s. You can really fire in a few maggots because they're not going to overfeed them. And when they're coming up shallow, it might be better putting a pellet on, but we'll see. Seem to be going for these maggots, although saying that it's gone decidedly quiet now. Right then, 25 past 3, an hour to go. There's been no signs of life down here. I'm a bit whoa, having said that, there we go, fish on. Jesus Christ, man, that literally came out of nowhere and I can't stop him. Oh, man. Hey.
A load of elastic wrap?
Yep. Yeah, poor fucker. Had someone else's hook stuck in him, and a full rig and a load of elastic. Bloody hell, man. Jesus, what? I mean, come on, guys. If you're going to fish at commercials, use the proper tackle. For fuck's sake. taking the piss, that was. Yeah, so with this margin, we get left hand side, I'm fishing about 18 inches deep, but it slopes, so I've got my shot strung out deliberately, so when that pellet is on the bottom, the shot are going down basically and up the slope. The idea is it won't let any fish get in behind me rig, really, because that's just that could potentially cause all sorts of issues and problems. So it's literally coming down in an arc and laying at the bottom. There will be a way to demonstrate this, but I think so. There's 20 minutes left. It's literally no signs of life in the margins. The ducks are in there now and cleared my left hand margin out. Right then, last ditch effort. Come on. 15 to 16 minutes to go. See that there's still a carp down there despite the ducks going in there and tearing it to pieces. There is still a fish down there.
It hasn't been a day for F1s like, has it?
No, definitely not. I've had a couple, but
yeah.
I couldn't get into a rhythm with them at all.
No. That's what that takes best for, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want the wind blowing in there as well.
Yeah. There we go. Hey, whatever works. Yeah, I think my elastic is totally busting here. Yeah, that's why. Fucking foul looker. Oh, Jesus, wet man. What a farce that was. So yeah, there we go. That's what all the fuss was about. I didn't know. Oh, good £9 there. Oh, you. First one I miss all day. I think he's still there though. There weren't a massive bow waver out, so. Dearie me. What a day.
Hey!
Right there, guys, so that's it, over, thank God. That were a nightmare. That first hour, 90 minutes was no one was really catching anything, so it was really difficult to try and work out what was gonna work or where I should start and stuff like that, and that it just kind of messed up the whole day. I couldn't get into a rhythm at all. But yeah, we had a few on the 8 metre line, some on the method feeder, couple out of the margins. That's the way it goes, isn't it? It's that's fishing for you. So I don't even think I've framed, to be honest. I'll be lucky if I've got £50, to be fair. Lads next to me have emptied it, really. But again, it's fishing, innit? It's the way it goes. That poor mirror that I had out, had literally all this attached to it, an old rig. It's basically just snapped off completely, and the elastics come off, whatever it was. So God knows what had happened there, but anyway, we rescued him from that. Waggler rod bust, so I couldn't show you those floats, but there we go, that's fishing. So stick around, we'll see how we did. Alright there, guys, so I weighed in 30 odd pound, something really dismal, but it's hilarious because David next door to me is just weighed 80 pound dead, so I've been beaten up well and truly good. Lad next to David, other side's had even more out, they're just weighing him in now, but I've just come to get my gear sorted out, so I don't know where we've come. Nowhere special, I don't think, for a second. But anyway, I've enjoyed it. It's been a good day. It's been a hard day today. It's fished really mega hard. But I've enjoyed it. It has been good fun. I'm going to stick around and see where we've come. There's been a few on the other side that did not weigh, so